was that also that was the vision you had when you started this? And has it become over the time? Has it become easier to make that vision come truth?
No, harder. It's what, but maybe each time, maybe with each record, I'm like raising it higher a little bit, and it's maybe I'm expecting more of myself as like a producer and an arranger. It doesn't get easier. I wish it would, but it hasn't.
But then there will come a moment that it's so hard that you can't do it.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think live it's easier, because we've played shows, quite a few shows together and everything. But I don't know. I just find making records quite difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only reason I find it difficult is because I care so much about them. So it's hard for me.
And a lot of songs have these really specific themes,
Mm-hmm.
which you say are you try to make them timeless, like timeless songs.
Yeah.
What makes that so appealing to do so?
Timeless. Well, I suppose I like to make records like the way my heroes make their records, or I like a lot of the time I like to make a record that I would like to listen to. You know, I mean, there's modern stuff that I can appreciate sometimes, but the stuff that I really love and I get really excited about is, you know, I always listen to Bob Dylan. You know, I'm always listening to Bob Dylan or Tom Waits or Bo Diddley or, you know, Aretha Franklin. That's as much as I can appreciate a lot of modern music, but that's the stuff, you know, that I always go back to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Byrds, Rolling Stones.
Are you never tempted to write a harmless pop song, which has got nothing to do with yourself?
Even if I were to try and write a pop song, it would probably end up being complex and very unpop. Maybe one day I will, but I really only do what I do because it is like natural to me.
Mm-hmm.
To do something trashy, and I mean, it might be fun. I mean, I have tried, but it's never worked out. So
And you really are a storyteller. You try to make images in your lyrics. Does that come easily, or do you have to work hard to?
Sometimes it comes really easy. Like sometimes I feel like something will just fall into my lap and I don't know where it's come from. And other times, maybe a verse will fall in my lap or a couple of lines, but then I really have to work hard at the rest of it, and it changes every time. And then sometimes I think there's like voices just like speaking through me, and it's not particularly much to do with me. It's just kind of like, it seems like it's coming from it sounds insane to say that, but sometimes it feels like it's coming from somewhere else.
But are you always thinking in sentences? Like when you're here in Amsterdam, are you thinking maybe perhaps I could use this for a lyric, or?
Not always not consciously at the time, but then sometimes I think the culmination of all my experiences or conversations with people I meet, it all factors in to what's gonna come out of me. Like the last time I was here, there was a guy a journalist, and he was talking about the Dutch expression. Is there a Dutch expression? The blood flows where it must. The blood flows where it must. So he that ended up in a song. That ended up in a song on the last record called "The Flame That Burns." But at the time I was talking to him, I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to write that in a song. But I liked the idea of the phrase. So stuff like that happens a lot. Or maybe if I'm in a certain country and you soak up the culture and it's interesting.